My name is Lauren, and I'm very proud to be the mother of a son named Danny who is gay. From the time Danny was really little, he was different than other little boys I knew, and I had a lot of concerns and fears. I learned to accept and love my son for who he was, and it was really important to me that Danny be happy and healthy. I was worried that middle school would be a tough time for him. There was a lot of bigger kids, and I remember middle school being tough for me. So I was watching Danny to see how he was doing. I would hear him sing around the house, and sometimes we'd have fun playing together. So I breathed a sigh of relief. But then about halfway through 6th grade, I heard Danny crying in his room. And I went to talk to him. And he told me that he was getting teased every single day and being called gay, mostly by this one kid. And this had been going on for a long time. Danny had tried really hard to deal with it on his own, but it just wasn't stopping. In the past, when Danny had been teased, it bothered him, but he never felt like something was wrong with him. This time it was getting to him on a different level. He was also having a hard time because he didn't have friends in middle school and he was really lonely. He was starting to feel like he just didn't belong. One day we had another talk, and that really scared me because Danny told me that he didn't want to be alive. I tried really hard to find a counselor for him and to get him to go to a counselor. And he went one time and hated it. It was really hard to watch my son going through such a tough time and not know if there was anything I could do to make it better for him. By this time, I was pretty sure that Danny was gay, but we had never talked about it. I was afraid that if I came right out and asked him, it might make him feel uncomfortable. And I also didn't think it was fair that gay kids have to come out to their parents and straight kids don't. But I was also worried that if Danny was gay, he might feel bad about himself. So I did different things to let Danny know that if he was gay, that was okay. We had friends who were gay and we spent time with them. We watched different shows on TV with gay characters or that dealt with gay issues. I went and bought this book about adolescence, and it had a chapter in it about sexual orientation. And I showed the book to Danny and I said, Danny, here's this book. It's going to be here right on the shelf if you have any questions and you don't want to talk to me about it. And as it turned out, Danny needed something I just couldn't give him. So when Danny was in 7th grade, there was a girl named Kelly in his Spanish class. And she invited him to join the Gay Straight Alliance, which he did. And I never really found out what went on there, but I was just really happy that Danny had this support. He went from feeling isolated and alone and depressed to finding a place where he fit in and was supported. And he really got to be comfortable with himself and his gay identity. The teasing and harassment didn't completely stop, but Danny was stronger and he had a lot more support at school. When Danny started high school, he really started to thrive. There were parts of him that he had hidden away that came back out. First, he got involved in dance and he found this whole circle of friends in the dance community. And then in his senior year, he landed a role in the High School Musical. I had never seen Danny sing in public before, and I was so surprised. This young man with a gorgeous tenor voice came on stage, and I could barely believe it was him. After all that Danny had been through, I was really happy to see him just fully coming into his own. Danny never really came out to me. The summer after high school, he was in a theater group and a bunch of the guys in the group came over to the house one day. And then afterwards, Danny told me that he was dating one of the guys in the group. I was happy for Danny. I didn't make a big deal about it. And inside, I was just really relieved to have it out in the open. Danny went on to college, and he's now making his way in the world as an out, proud gay man. And he's still dancing and singing. I'm really, really proud of Danny. Danny has taught me so much about unconditional love and about the courage to be yourself. And when I see this caring, compassionate young man that is so full of life and so full of love, I know that I did a good job as his mother.